Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all the praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachakwadash. Babakusha allowed us to be an edifying lesson to the elect. And this lesson is going to be entitled, Esau is jealous of Jake taking his women. Okay, Esau is jealous of Jake taking his woman. You know, that's one of Esau's greatest fears, is the so-called black man to take the so-called white woman from him. Okay, and the white woman, the Edomite woman in general, is very much attracted to Jake. Even the racist ones, even the racist Edomites, you know, they're fighting against their attraction for Jake, because Jake is, you know, the most masculine. Jake has that spirit, you know, and they're attracted to that. Okay, so, and Esau knows deep down that we are superior to him. And that's all scriptural, right? This is Deuteronomy 7:6. It says, "For thou art an holy people unto Yahweh thy power. Yahweh thy power hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself above all people that are upon the face of the earth." Which they can see that. These other nations can see that, and they're very, very jealous of Jake when you examine these other nations. Okay? You know, and even though Esau's on top as it comes to status and power, the true power, the true superior being is the Israelites. And they can feel that, they understand that, and the women can see that and understand that. But, you know, Esau still, you know, is on the top because of, you know, his status and power. Women are very, very much attracted to that. So that's what it is at the end of the day. And this here is a video of an individual named Clavicular, this guy on the right, this weirdo, who he's into this thing called looks maxing, which is where you try to maximize your look, you know, through extreme measures. At least that's how he does it. He does it through extreme measures, you know, which he'll break, like he beats his jaw with a hammer to make it look more defined. He injects his eyelids with something. You know, he does all this weirdo shit, you know, to make himself look the way he looks now. Okay, and you know, that's a sign of somebody that's very insecure. You know, they call that body dysmorphia. Matter of fact, let's look that up. Body dysmorphia. Body dysmorphia. Okay, it says body dysmorphia disorder, also known as BDD or BDD, is a mental health condition characterized by an intense obsessive preoccupation with one or more minor or imagined physical flaws. And that's not a masculine mindset. That's a very feminine mindset, you know, because women will obsess about certain looks they have, a pimple they have, or whatever the case may be. That's not a masculine state of mind. Okay, individuals with BDD, categorized under obsessive compulsive disorders, perceive themselves as ugly or deformed. And Esau perceives himself like that because ultimately the way he looks, his skin color, his pigmentation is not there, you know, and they know deep down that there's something wrong with that. Okay, leading to significant distress, repetitive behaviors like grooming or mirror checking, and severe impairment in daily life. Okay, you're constantly looking in the mirror, you know, you're constantly trying to, you know, make sure your hair is perfect, your eyebrows are perfect, you know. That's a very feminine thing to do. Okay, but this is what a lot of these dudes are doing. This is what this guy is doing, you know. And a lot of these Edomites do that because, like I said, they're insecure. And a lot of through their insecurity, they'll project upon Jake, you know, oh, you're that dark skin, and they'll start making fun of Jake, but deep down they're jealous. Okay, so you're not supposed to be moved by that, because you should know that it's all jealousy. Okay, but yeah, Esau's on his way out, man. Let's play this video real quick.
Live.
Wait, so be honest. You're saying that picture wasn't you? Mm-hmm. But that looks literally just like your nose and your eyebrows.
Blanket just took $3.
Michael Jackson get away with being a pedo because of the
Okay, mute the TTS for a second. But put it on God. That's not you. On God? On your mom's life.
This is the sort of white guy that is only around white people, bro. Like, that's what I get. That's the vibe I get from this guy. He's only around white people, white women, white dudes. Like, he would only acknowledge a black person if they are famous, got a lot of money, bro. Like, if you're not a black person with fame or money, he's not even gonna acknowledge you, bro. Like, that's the type of guy this guy is. Yeah, 100%, bro.
One thing I want to point out is you can see how red they are, right? You can see how red she is. You can see how red he is in this particular lighting. And that's because the blood is showing forth through their skin, because their skin is translucent. They lack pigmentation. This is why, they have trouble going into the sun. Okay, that's really a curse from the Heavenly Father. Let's go to Deuteronomy. Not Deuteronomy, excuse me. Let's go to Genesis 25, okay? This is Genesis 25 in verse 25. Matter of fact, I'll start at verse 23. It says, "And Yahweh said unto her, Two nations are in thy womb, and two manner of people shall be separated from thy bowels." The two nations was Jacob being the Israelites, and then Esau being the Edomites. Okay, those were the two nations that were in the womb. "And the one people shall be stronger than the other people, and the elder shall serve the younger." Okay, so which people is stronger? We're the stronger people. Not only physically, which we've proven that through sports, right? We're not only physically stronger, but we're mentally stronger. We're spiritually stronger. Our immune system is stronger. We're just designed stronger and superior to the Edomites. Okay? It says, "And when her days to be delivered were fulfilled, behold, there were twins in her womb." And not just the Edomites, all of these other nations. Okay, all of these other nations. You see? And what they try to do is they try to diminish Jake's intelligence. But Jake is more intelligent than these other nations as well. Okay? Given equal playing ground, Jake would be more intelligent than these other nations. So that's all Esau has left to hold on to. So that's what he's trying to hold on to, his fake IQ statistics. All right? Which, of course, he says Africa has the lowest IQ, but damn near in the 70s. And he's just a damn liar. Because the first castles were in Africa. Okay? The castles that you see in Europe, those were all throughout Africa during the same time period, because it was the Moors and the so-called black Christians that built those castles. Okay? He still doesn't understand how to build the pyramids. Okay? These devils don't even understand proper diet. You see what they had? They used to teach us about the pyramid, the food pyramid. That's all garbage. Okay? He doesn't even understand diet. He doesn't understand true healing. So this devil, he's not what he's hyped up to be, man. It says, "And when her days to be delivered were fulfilled, behold, there were twins in her womb. And the first came out red all over like a hairy garment." The first came out red. Okay? The first came out red. That was the Edomites. And that's why when I showed you the image of them, they both have a red color to them. Okay? Because they have the look of Edomites. Right? Just because you have that look doesn't necessarily make you an Edomite, but that is the look of Esau. That is the look of an Edomite. All over like a hairy garment, because they used to dye their garments red, not because he was hairy, but they used to dye certain garments that were made from heifer skin. They used to dye it red. "And they called his name Esau." Okay? And there's a difference with that, because the heifer skin, dealing with the heifer skin and the actual skin color, because the heifer skin was ruddy. It was a reddish brown color, because that's what ruddy is, a reddish brown color. As King David was described as ruddy, he was a reddish brown color. It's a brown person with red undertones. That's fine. Okay, that's normal. But Esau was completely red, like when they dyed the garments red. Completely red. Okay? That's how Edomite babies come out. So this is why they know deep down that there's something wrong, right? And to prove that they're the people that the Most High cursed them. What's that? 34, Isaiah 34. This is Isaiah 34 and verse 5. It says, "For my sword shall be bathed in heaven. Behold, it shall come down upon Idumea," which is another way of saying Edom, "and upon the people of my curse to judgment." Let's look up this word curse. You Edomites are cursed, man. Okay, not just based upon how you look, but also, judgment is prepared for you. A thing devoted, thing dedicated, a ban, devotion, a net, thing perforated, have been utterly destroyed, appointed to utter destruction. So you Edomites are appointed to destruction, and the Heavenly Father left a particular mark on you, just like he left a mark on Cain, right? This look is a mark. It's a mark of the Edomites. Okay? It's a mark of the wicked. Okay? The color red also is associated with crime. Crime goes back to the word crimson, which is red. This is why you Edomites are such criminals. Okay? So this is what it is. Okay? And this guy's he's super racist, which you're gonna see in this video too. But he's a super racist. He's jealous of Jake. He tries to downplay Jake's looks and this and that. But he had to do all that bullshit to look good. He had to beat his face with a hammer, inject his face. It's all synthetic with this guy. But anyways, let's play.
Say on my mom's life, that's not me.
Yeah.
So what he's finding now is that she has dealt with a so-called black man. There's proof of her that she dealt with a black man, and these Edomites are super insecure about that.
He cold. He belongs to the streets.
What percentage of the
Say on my mom's life, it's not me.
Descend past sub 5 if they actually put maximum effort into looks maxing?
No, hold up. Say on my mom's life, it wasn't me.
Yeah.
We have got to the point where literally anybody can build a fully working app without knowing how to code. This is Base 44. This is a first look at the current industry-leading AI.
Sorry. Am I on the list?
Boys. Okay. Well, it was.
And just in case you didn't know, this guy hits his jaw with a hammer to try and make his jaw more defined. This guy actually hits his own face with a hammer to make his face more. He's a looks maxing, like, I don't know, guru or whatever, right? This guy takes all kinds of substances, and apparently he's impotent because he's temporarily impotent because he takes some substance or something. Like, bro, this guy's mad, bro. Anyway,
It was her, boys. You don't want to say on my mom's life, it wasn't me?
Impotent, which means he can't have children because he's abusing all these drugs and synthetic shit. See, Esau's a fake, man. He's a phony. He's a fake. He needs all this synthetic shit. That's why they love Batman. That's why they love, what's that guy's name? Was it Iron Man? These superheroes that use technology to advance themselves, because Esau can't. He knows he can't be naturally the apex. He's a loser, man.
Put anything.
Yeah.
Just tip $3.
That's why they need.
Why'd you put?
That's why they need drones to kill people in the Middle East. That's why they need gun. The gun is not a masculine weapon. That's a real weak, cowardice weapon. The gun and the drones and the nuclear missile. But that's why Esau needs that.
Her and trying to raise her up on some racist retard. She genuinely just sits there like a dog.
Bro, that's. Alright.
It's crazy.
Be respectful. Why would you put it on God, but.
Be like, what?
Wait, it doesn't even. I mean, the thing is, it's got like all these weird things on it, but I don't fucking know. Wait.
It would dangle.
And there's a. That is. I don't fucking know, dude.
Jeffrey Epstein. Caging hard at Jenny just tipped $3. I enjoyed this.
What are we saying about this? What are we saying about the repost?
Okay, I'll get
Base rapist 25.
Be honest.
Just tipped $5.
Yeah.
Jennifer X line, wrap it up. You can never revert that you fucked a black.
Be honest. Be honest.
Wow, did you hear what somebody commented in his chat? Don't lie, be honest, you fucked a black, and then they beeped it out, bro. They bleeped it out, bro. So you already know this guy's audience are all racist as well. White supremacist racists, bro.
There was no threesome.
There was no threesome?
There was no threesome. He was at my friend's, and that was my friend, and I slept in the bed, and they came and slept.
Fiona's dad just tipped $3.
Wow.
Mama, I can't believe you're on this stream. Might as well give him straight.
Yeah, right.
At the desk at this point. Gonna rope Max.
Chat.
Now the truth is coming out. Now she has to tell the truth. She's saying that, oh yeah, she was there, and that. Do you know what? This just is so funny, bro.
Yo, you Edomites are down bad, man. You Edomite men. And look, you're going to see him at the end of the screen. He's going to be all depressed at the end of the stream.
These people are weird.
He's down bad,
bro. His audience are mad, bro. Bro, his audience are mad. Hold on.
I'm that nigga, bro. I don't know what to tell you. Coming out of clap stream is a blessing. All right, I got Jenny down there begging for it.
See, they try to put on this fake, arrogant, I'm the best, but deep down they're just insecure little boys, man. You Edomites ain't the top. You ain't the alpha, and for real. Okay.
Deleting evidence.
Be honest, just tipped $3.
What do you mean?
Now that Fiona left the room, Clav, do you believe her that she didn't get fucked? This whore is such a liar, man. Not gonna lie. Socials.
Yeah, I don't know why you guys are so retarded that it genuinely perplexes me hard when you guys are like acting as if like the Scarlet thing and like this thing is like a huge revelation. It's like, dude,
just tipped $3.
like obviously most women are this way, but yeah, no, it's actually crazy. Like, do you really think I'm like surprised or it's like, you know what I mean? Like what?
$3.
Clap knows you just want pussy? Yeah, like what? Let's see, boys. Let's see. It's like any girl getting flown out is obviously doing this shit, being a hoe. Yeah, exactly.
Though she deserves this, she's already been looted.
Alright,
Fiona
easy.
Lover just tipped $3.
Pinned.
Oh my god. Where did she go? I loved looking at her pretty smile. Even though it had some Tyrone DNA over her lips. I forgive her.
She has some Tyrone DNA over her lips. Look at him. He's uncomfortable, man.
I love her.
Let's go. Come on, you guys already know the vibe.
This nigga's hurt. Anyways, man, you Edomites are done. And by the way, I want to say this. There's nothing wrong with dealing with the women of the other nations, okay? There's nothing wrong with that, man. We're going to get the Edomite woman in the kingdom. This is Jeremiah 40. We're going to get the best of the best of the best of the best. They dealt with our women. So there's going to be women that the best of the best of the best of the best Edomite women we're going to take and enjoy for ourselves. King Solomon has some. Okay. So I believe we're going to get them the best of the best Edomite woman. Okay. This is Jeremiah 49:10. It says, but I have made Esau bare. I have uncovered his secret places, and he shall not be able to hide himself. You see what I'm saying? The Lord is exposing these devils, man. You know, and the Edomite woman is distancing herself from the Edomite man. His seed is spoiled, and his brethren, and his neighbors, and he is not. Leave thy fatherless children. I will preserve them alive. And let thy widows trust in me. Let them trust in me. Don't worry. The Edomite woman is going to be fine. And she's not even going to mourn you. There's a scripture which says they're not even going to mourn for you. Okay? Because you're a loser anyway, man. You're a loser. Okay? You Edomites, man. This is Deuteronomy 21 and verse 10. Okay, this is to prove that we can deal with the women of the other nations, man, including the Edomite woman. Deuteronomy 21:10, it says, when thou goest to war against the enemies, and Yahweh thy power hath delivered them into thine hands, and thou hast taken them captive, and seest among the captives a beautiful woman, and hast a desire unto her, that thou wouldest have her to thy wife, then thou shalt bring her home to thine house, and she shall shave her head and pare her nails. Right? So the first thing she has to do when you take the captives, see a beautiful woman amongst the captives that you've conquered in war, which obviously those are not Israelites because you're conquering them in war. Right? You take them in, you can take the woman, but then before you lay with her, there's a process. Okay, we're not barbarians. We got to do things in proper order. Okay, we got it. First of all, her hair has to be shaved and her nails have to be cut. Okay, represents also a new beginning. Okay, it says, and she shall put the raiment of her captivity from off her, and shall remain in thine house, and bewail her father and her mother a full month. Right, and after that thou shalt go in unto her, and be her husband, and she shall be thy wife. And really, she didn't have no choice in the matter, because it's not about what her choice was here. Okay, and that's a fact. Okay, and me personally, I want a chick to be into me, but before I go into her. But you have dudes that don't care about that. All right, and it shall be, if thou have not delight in her, then thou shalt let her go whither she will, but thou shalt not sell her. And so this proves it's not an Israelite woman. You can't just deal with an Israelite woman and just release her. That's not promoted. There was a bill of divorce, but it wasn't supposed to be like that. It says, but thou shalt not sell her at all for money. Thou shalt not make merchandise of her, because thou hast humbled her. Right. So if you don't have desire to her, you can just let her go. Okay? So that's the bottom line, man. So don't listen to these other camps talking about you can't deal with the women of the other nations, man. While their woman is talking about you can't talk to me like that, nigga. And that's okay. Man, fuck that, man. I showed you how them Thai women treat their men, their so-called black men. Okay? So anyway, with that, Lord, this is edifying to the elect, and I'll say shalom.